Good morning, everyone. Good morning. It is World Cup round of 16 day, the first of the round of 16, Netherlands versus the United States. And we're just getting started. They're walking out on the field, but we already have some big news coming from the starting 11 of the United States. Matt Turner is on goal. Serginho Dest. Walker Zimmerman is back on the center back position with Tim Ream. So no CCV today. Anthony Robinson still there, Yunus Musa, Weston McKennie, Christian Pulisic, Tim Ream, we already said Tim Ream, Tim Weah, and the surprise inclusion of Jesus Ferreira, the FC Dallas man, who is going to actually start his very first World Cup. And the reason why is because Sargent it got injured in that Iran game. Remember, it was ankle, so he's still not 100%. He's day by day, but I have a feeling like if the United States do beat the Netherlands, he could start maybe even as a substitute, God willing. So the pressure is going to be on Jesus Ferreira to do something because it is going to be something extraordinary, right? That we have to, you know, hope that they can do it, that they could do something, that Jesus Ferreira, we believe in Jesus, and hopefully Jesus is answering our prayers. Right now, there is the national anthems that are being played first for the Dutch and the United States. The United States is wearing white. As you can clearly see, I already have my 100-year-old kit for good luck. This is one of my favorite kits. I wish they had that for this World Cup. So first, the Netherlands finished their national anthem, and now it's for the United States. And we're going to stand for the national anthem. Let's go, guys. Let's go, USA. So we're gonna get to the first for the live score. Let's see. Get that there as soon as possible right now. So let's see. And then later today, Argentina plays Australia. It's funny how both of the soccer nations who call it soccer have that predicament. But overall, before getting to the start, I just want to say a couple of things. Number one, I'm very proud of this United States men's national team. They made us believe it wasn't pretty, but you know what? We're the only CONCACAF nation in the round of 16. Mexico got bounced for the first time since 1978. No quinto partido for them. Costa Rica, they were very close, but it was just a hard group for them all in general. And we already know what happened to Canada. I think they have a very good young talent, but I think they need to add reinforcements in some of those areas, right? Because CONCACAF is one thing, the World Cup is a completely different thing, because in the World's game, they will punish you. So let me get this out of the way. And I hope everyone is excited for this USA team. I am excited, guys. I am just pumped. Whatever happens, like I said, as long as they play beautiful, beautiful football, beautiful soccer, you know, I can't ask for anything more than that, right? I can't ask for anything more than that because that's all you can ask for your national team, right? I'm not one of those fans that believes that they're going to win the World Cup. I would love them to be one of the favorites, but we're not there yet. We're not there yet. We have a young group who is hungry, who wants to make their name known, right? And hopefully, maybe one World Cup. I would love the United States to have a type of World Cup like Japan did, right? But not that dramatic, please, because my heart won't take it. Because Japan, um, they uh, they beat Germany and then they beat Spain, but they lost to Costa Rica. Soccer is a weird game. So Tim Ream, Dest, Adams, and McKennie are all on yellow cards, and they're in the starting 11. So they got to be very, very careful because if any of them gets another yellow card, then they're going to be out for the potential quarterfinal. All right. So let's hope against hope that they are very smart about it. So there's only one time the United States has beaten Holland, and it was a friendly a long time ago. It was back in 2015, I believe, and it was in Holland, in the Netherlands, in Amsterdam. So let's hope that the magic can come back. I hope they get that same magic like the U20s did when they beat France, where they were heavily favorite to win the World Cup, right? But they're both young teams. They're both good defensively. But the United States is the only team not to allow a game in open play. No other team had done that. The only goal they have allowed is through a penalty kick. So just imagine that. Even Brazil let a goal go in them, and they lost for the very first time in group play since 1994. So we have a little bit of history there. And also to add, no team in this World Cup got a perfect record, meaning none of them got 3 wins. The most they've gotten maybe is 2, but it's interesting. So these are 2 of the unbeaten teams, undefeated teams that have not lost. So the United States that are in white going from right to left. The United States is already putting the MMA midfield that a lot of people have been talking about. And what's interesting is that even Belgian, Dutch have been keeping on. And right now it's going to be tough. I'm surprised that Christian Pulisic is actually playing, and he was actually cleared to play after that collision. I thought he was going to at least be a substitute, because imagine that, like, he'd be substituted. But then again, I would say Gio Reyna would have been a perfect replacement for Christian Pulisic. So here, the winner of this contest between the Netherlands and the United States uh, basically goes to play the winner of Argentina and Australia, who play later on. So it's going to be very interesting to see how this happens. And I think Australia is going to play with zero fear. Not talking about the United States, because they've shown that they can play. But against elite teams like France, they are exposed, right? So when you have Argentina, when they have like really good forwards, your defense has to come up big. So right now, the United States has that. And then, oh, big save. Big save. Christian was right there. Oh, he should have hit it a little bit further. Wow. Big, big, big chance for the United States in 3 minutes. Oh, that had a heart. Oh, 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 oh. Oh, we have an injury? No. I think it was just. So I'm looking at the replay again. Good Dest cross. The bounce is bouncing around. No offside. There's no offside. And then Christian, try to get it through the legs. I think if he would have gone through the legs, because the keeper actually came out. Christian knew how close he was. He could have had his second goal of the tournament. So he knows, like, next time when he has that opportunity, he's going to take it. He's going to be a little smart. I think he hit it a little too. He didn't let the ball hit the ground, and that kind of uh, made it very difficult. But I like Dest. Dest is already showing his quality against his Dutch side. So what I like about Louis van Gaal, you should know that name by now. He coached the Netherlands many times, especially in Brazil when they had that magical run to the semifinal and then actually beat Brazil for the third place, which was Brazil's worst moment in World Cup history. Losing at your house. So right now we got Christian Pulisic, but these Dutch are big and tall. So I'm telling you, we gotta be very, very careful. I like the energy that the United States is, showing up right now. I like it. Love it. Love it. Love it. Love it. Love it so far. Their last meeting was in June 5th, 2015, like I said, and it was a 4-3 win for the United States. And we can also say that it was also like the beginning of the downfall for the Netherlands because they actually missed the Euros and they also missed the World Cup all in the same calendar year. All right, so we got Timiwea. Oh, okay, not too bad. And then we see the president of FIFA just talking right now. It's gonna be a nail biter. But so far, so good. We have the United States going from one center to the other, changing the play. Anthony Robinson's been really solid on that left hand side. I wouldn't be surprised if more big European teams would want to ask for his services. I think all he needs to do is improve his crossing. I think if he can improve his crossing, that would be good. And I'm actually happy that the Dutch fans are back because man, we missed them so much during Russia. We missed a lot of teams. We missed USA's fans. We used the Dutch fans. Um, what was another notable miss? Oh, Italy. Sorry about that. But anyway, so we will see. We'll see what happens here. The United States is they're really good. I like how they're pushing the numbers. They're being aggressive, changing the play. Christian Pulisic with the ball passes it to Anthony Robinson, and now it is going to be a corner kick for the United States. Give me 1 second. Let's make sure that this is on time. So it does look like it's good. I think there's just a slight delay, maybe a couple seconds. Oh, good cross from Christian Pulisic. But the Dutch defense was there to clean it up. Last minute defending. Ooh, wow. The United States are getting close, but they need that goal though, because we know how the second half tends to play out. Greg Berhalter is not a second half coach. He did get the results, but the only time that he played two full halves was against England. Um, so we'll see. We'll see what he can do. All right, so we got bad pass, bad pass. So now the Dutch are going to hit it, going to the front to pay. Nope. Tyler Adams right there to cleaning up the stuff. Good job, Tyler Adams. And then Weston McKennie. Yeah, get it out. Get it out. So now it goes back to Holland where it's safe. The Netherlands has the ball. Okay. So the Netherlands are in their orange kit, all orange. They call them the Orange Eye. Orange A. Because there's a J in there. The Orange Machine, as they call them. But good pressure. Jesus, I haven't heard much of Jesus lately in this game, which is a little concerning. Um, but hopefully he changes up in a career, and I hopefully he sees that the international game is a lot higher, and but hopefully he can make that jump like Pepe did, and just reminding me, oh my gosh, like this was the perfect game. Oh, so Holland scores the first game goal. So 1-0 Holland. Pretty sloppy defending from the United States. So the way it happened was, yeah, there was the defense was too slow, and who was that? Oh yeah, nobody was marking him. Hmm. So who was the last one? Yeah, I think between Zimmerman and Ream, they had to check him out. That was too easy of a goal for the Netherlands. Now, this is the first time that the United States have to play catch up. They have never been behind in the entire World Cup, and you can see it. So Depay makes the goal. First 10 minutes, plenty of time left, right? But again, that's kind of the danger. What ends up happening when you forget to change gears on defense. So give me one sec. I gotta get the TV on. And I got a chance to get my water too. And that was the one thing we were trying to avoid, easy goals. Just this is just like that Ghana game in 2010. It's going to take everything the United States does to get back into this game. Because right now the Netherlands sit pretty. Now they're um holding the ball. But I will say this, that the Netherlands did start to get a little too lazy on the ball, a little too loose when they were on the lead against Ecuador, and that ended up in a tie. So let's see if that happens to this team, but we'll see. I guess at the end, there's plenty of time, plenty of time, plenty of time, plenty of time. I think they just have to do it. All right, good pass, good pass, good pass. Oh, really good. Oh, they needed someone there to in the channels right there. That would have been a good first time hit. Ugh. And here we go, another counter attack by the Dutch. So they need to clean up the defense right there. There might be some last minute defense in situations like that, because they know that if they get that yellow card, they're going to be out for the game. I'm talking about the United States. Yeah. But I'm actually going to I am going to look at the other games as well that are going to be happening in the round of 16. So the games are going to be in Pacific time. It's going to be at 7 a.m. and then at 11. So plenty of time to see some soccer, and I'm glad because that's actually what makes the day really nice. And right now, the United States, there's a player hurt down there. I think he got hurt from behind. Oh, in the mouth. Oh yeah. So Tyler Adams got down. Oh yeah. So let's see what happened there. Oh, yeah, he got the elbow on his mouth right there. Yeah, from number 23 of Holland. I'm telling you, if the United States somehow get back into this game, somehow they get rally behind it, it'll be probably one of the best sporting moments in the United States history. But they haven't gone back from a goal deficit in the round of 16. So that's the record for the United States. The only time they rallied behind was against Slovenia in 2010, where they were down 2 goals. But, different circumstances over there. That was still in the group stage. This is a knockout round. So now the United States have to figure out how to block those situations from Holland. And now those first missed chances that happened in the first 5 minutes look pretty dire right now because you have to be clinical. You have to be clinical, um, especially if you're the inside box. So we're gonna see what the United States can do. And what really sucks is, again, this would have been a perfect game for Ricardo Pepi. So far, I haven't seen anything from Jesus Ferreira. He's touched the ball a couple of times, but he hasn't been lethal. So I don't know if the pressure it might be getting to him. And people are gonna say, "Well, how come he couldn't play some of the other group games?" That's the coach decision. Greg decided that this was a opportunity for Ferreira to basically silence his detractors, and I know he believes in Ferreira, but I don't know if that is his uh, position. So now the United States goes forward. Anthony Robinson, but that block, the Dutch are just crowding the penalty box as much as possible. It's funny how they almost look like a CONCACAF team when they go back. I think they've been seeing a lot of those videos, especially like from Japan and South Korea and Costa Rica when they were just bunkering so much, right? So nothing yet. So just a lot of passing to the Dutch. They're trying to like get the United States get out of their shell. That's exactly what they want, so they can hit them in the counter, just like this. So now another shot for Holland, and it's way out of there. So pretty bad. Pretty bad. Let's see what they can do. I think it would be great for their morale to at least get that goal back to make it 1-1. And I know for the United States, they've been here before. They've been in this situation before where um, they do need to win, because if you win, you're in. You get to the next round, and you lose, you get out. Just like the Iran team, but it's completely different because Iran and Netherlands are like apples and oranges. Literally, the apple is Iran, and the orange is the Netherlands, because Netherlands has better attackers, better world class players. They're younger, sure, but you notice how they haven't been that effective. There's only been that one chance so far, but the Netherlands haven't been that particular dangerous, which is very interesting. I did see their past few games, especially against Qatar, but Qatar you can't assess that much. And then the Ecuador game was the one that a lot of people kind of saying, "Whoa!" So maybe that's not Maybe they're not that favorites. Maybe a dark horse, but not a favorite. The Dutch fans are like celebrating right now. Happy back in the World Cup. It's interesting how both teams missed out on the 2018 World Cup in Russia, and now they're here in 2022 going to the round of 16. And that's what I'm saying. Like, the United States, they look good against opponents they should beat, but then the next level is against another team like the Dutch, that are basically um, really good, traditional soccer powerhouses, right? Um, and that's going to be the next level. And I think they're on the right trajectory. I just think they just need the right coach and they need the right scouting system, just like Greg did, in which we got Yunus Musa and Serginho Dest, right? But now those players, along with others, are going to be good ambassadors to other, players that are thinking about, well, maybe I'm too young to join this team. And now a shot, pretty crummy shot from Holland. Thought Memphis was going to do better than that, but I guess they're going to conserve all the energy until second half. Because a lot of the shots on targets that have been for Holland, they haven't been that clinical except that one shot, which is interesting to say the least. So why is that Holland player like so close? He just wants Turner to like make a mistake. All right, so Serginho Dest. Serginho Dest playing with that sauce right there. I like it. Then we got Tyler Adams. Passes it to Pulisic. And he gets a foul. There's no foul there? Wow. Wow. I thought that was a foul. Unless he recuperated the ball. You can't, it's hard to see it from that angle right now. Hmm. I'm not sure if that substitution for CCB to Walker was a good one for this one. I'm not too sure. Because again, like, uh, Dutch are fast, right? So you need someone that can track back. I would I would think that CCV, that he has Champion League experience, he would at least be okay, but none of the Scottish clubs did any service to themselves how bad they played in Champions League. So, I don't know. I don't know. I feel like this team looks less dynamic than when they did against Iran. And I hate to be the one saying the obvious, but that's the difference when you have a weak link or maybe two in the starting 11. And so far, I haven't seen anything from Jesus Ferreira. He's trying so hard to link up play, make me do it. But I just feel like maybe if he has a chance there, maybe he has a chance. But hmm, we'll see. But what I'm liking from this US team is that they're not panicking, even though they're one goal down. They know they're one goal down, right? But that's not going to change the fact they know that if they can be patient, it's all about patience. Patience. Patience is key to unlocking this Dutch defense. And it's going to happen. It's going to happen one way or another because this Dutch team does look vulnerable. Does look vulnerable. But they're crowding that defense right now. Good for Serginho. Serginho has it. Passes it to Weston McKennie. So now we have, oh, bad pass from Tim Rim, I think. Really, really tough to see right now, but it it's still about 25 minutes, so they still have 20 minutes left. I think if they can at least squeeze a goal or two by by the half, that would be great. I think that would be great. But this is going to be one of those situations where Greg really needs to change his strategy. Needs to change his strategy because this is not going to cut it. This is not going to cut it at all. I think what he needs to do is put Gio in. There's no reason not to put Gio Reyna in this group right now because you need a goal, you need a creative midfielder, right? Like I don't know what else to say, but I don't know who you take out though. I think just for the hell of it, I would just take out um Jesus Ferreira and then put Gio as as that creative midfielder and just let Christian be that attacking threat. I might even move Christian as that striker and link up with Tim Weah. Maybe have a 4-4-2. Hmm. But so far, the game looks calm. Looks calm. I like that. Like I like that the center backs, the full backs, the whole team knows that. Look, we've been down before. We know what this is about. We shouldn't, worry about little mistakes, but we have to be clearer in our passing because we do notice that just one wrong move, they're going to punish you, this team, the Netherlands. And they know that that was a sucky goal to concede. Sucky goal to concede. Because that could have been easily avoided. Easily avoided. I think Adams didn't track back his runner. And then also the center backs didn't communicate with each other. But I guess Greg wanted to have I guess the familiarity between Tim Ream and Walker Zimmerman. But then again, I don't know if that was on Zimmerman or the entire defense. So now, again, we have Serginho Dest. He is taking on 2 or 3 people. Love it, man. He is playing like a man possessed. He has something to prove. And then Anthony. Oh, that was such a good ball from Anthony Robinson. He's been working on his crosses. I like that. I like that so far. So good. So now Netherlands are in the attack. Defense, man. Defense. Crowded. But no penalties, please. And it's going to be a corner kick. Corner kick. It's funny how Zimmerman had to basically block Memphis. It's funny how Memphis is like a name and not a city, like Memphis, Tennessee. Oh man. For all you Tennessee soccer fans out there, look away. All right, so corner kick for the Dutch. Way too high. Another corner kick. Interesting. Thought that was out. Okay. Whatever the ref says. Corner kick again. These Dutch guys are tall, man. Way tall. So they got to be very careful on the aerial threat. So there's a corner kick. And the United States try to clear it out, but now it's the Dutch ball into the 18. And no way that was going to be. No way. Come on. Oh, Dutch. Like, I know you're good, but you're not that good. Because that was way too far. Way too far. So that's the repetition of the goal. Oh, yeah. Zimmerman. Zimmerman. So now we're hitting the 30th minute. About 15 minutes left. They could do something here. But hopefully this is all going to depend how the United States responds in these last minutes. Not good. Pass back. So now it's a Dutch ball. Ooh. Yeah, clear it out. Way too easy. Way too easy. I would have just cleared it out. Good job, Anthony Robinson. Good job, man. Good job. Oh, where's the foul? Ferreira put his body on the line right there just to get that foul so they can get a little breathing space. Yeah. Oof. So the United States has had more possession than the Netherlands. But again, possession means nothing unless you do something with the ball. And that's the thing. You don't need that much possession to win. You got to be clinical. And oof, too far of a ball from Rington Robinson. But anyway, so far so good from the United States. They're hanging in there, but they do seem a little outmatched on just trying to get the ball inside the penalty box and try to do something. Because what the Dutch are doing, they're crowding that defensive line right there. And the United States needs to open them up a little bit. But then again, I would also add to the Dutch, they've been doing their good football, but it hasn't been spectacular to say the least. They haven't been creating like amazing chances. Like in the first 10 minutes, if Christian would have just got it low between the keeper's legs, that would have been an awesome goal. And then there was that other chance where if it wasn't for the Dutch last minute defense, Ferreira would have been open for that header. And I think we would have seen his first goal. World Cup goal and against an actual World Cup opponent. So Yunus Musa, Tyler Adams has the ball. Tyler Adams is looking. Serginho Dest now on the right-hand side, trying to connect some plays. Really good play, but too far. Too far. No, the ball is still there. Good job, Tim Weah, Serginho Dest. Good chemistry from them. Good chemistry. Now we have Tim Ream. Oh, that would have been a good ball. Good ball. And Yunus Musa knows that was a good, connection right there. For the next World Cup, now talking about 2026, the argument right now is we have to create a striker and more quality center backs. Because having one or the other is not enough. Like we need more. So we already talked about Brooks. He could have been a good addition to the team, but his club form was a little wonky, to say the least, because he wasn't getting consistent minutes. Hell, we didn't even know that he was going to get a club at the end, right? Until he actually made it to, I think, a Portuguese club. That's Champions League too. But I still think it would have been nice just to bring him as maybe even one of those, player coaches kind of thing. Like they don't play, but that's what they did for the Brazilian team. Like you're not going to play, but we're going to bring you because you're going to give us good insight on how to break opponents, how to get those opportunities. The United States has been really slow in transition. They haven't moved the ball well. They're trying to open up the Dutch, but they're just crowding that midfield, crowding the MMA midfield. They've been having some really good moments, but just their creativity has been limited just because look, we already got like 5, 6, 7 people crowding the midfield. Oh, if that ball would have gone through, Timmy Whale was open right there. And now we have Janet Robinson, but the ball rolls too fast for him. So it's there. They're having their moments. The United States are having their moments. I just think that it would be great if they can get rewarded with a goal, with a nice goal before the end of the half. Because I think if we could get at least one goal, I think we can get back into this game. And a foul against the United States. Walker Zimmerman getting out his frustration to Memphis, I believe. Yeah, it's Memphis. Oh boy. I had to wake up early today, like around 5 in the morning to get everything set up. And I was already like, couldn't sleep because I was so looking forward to this game. And now, um, it's kind of like what I thought was going to happen, right? Because, it's very strange for the United States to score first in the knockout game. So far, in the past knockout games, they've been getting scored on either in the beginning of the 15, 20 minutes or they get scored on in the last of extra time, I would say. So we'll see. But let's see if like the United States can rally behind this thing, because I think if you were Greg Berhalter, I hope you were showing videos of Japan and South Korea of how much they were just putting their bodies on their line, just putting everything on the field. Even players that you're not even familiar with that showed up, and also showed the Costa Rica one against Germany where they got it back, but they got a little too carried away and they just were letting too many spaces go through. So I just feel like the United States need maybe a couple luck touches going their way and just be clinical. Be clinical in the final 18. Hit it hard, hit it with authority. Don't hit it loosely. So now the United States, really good. And then Anthony Robinson crosses it. Nobody there. Oh, I feel like that would have been good for at least to get it hit. So now Weston McKennie passes it to Imreem, Walker Zimmerman, Tyler Adams, Tim Ream, Yunus Musa, Tyler Adams, trying to get some space, So now Weston McKennie, Tim Ream, Yunus Musa, really good opening of the channel right there. Oh, that bad touch from Jesus Ferreira kind of killed the play a little bit. That heavy touch. So now Christian Pulisic, really good. Got to cross the ball if you can. Maybe draw a penalty. Oh, I feel like you should have just dribbled there. Sometimes you have to sell it. You got to sell that penalty. Sell that penalty. Sometimes you have to play the dark arts of soccer, and just make it believable. But I don't know, for maybe for Christian Pulisic, that's not a good thing because he's already trying to like get healed from his pelvic contusion. And it's funny how he says, "I didn't get hit in the balls." It's something completely different, right? But overall, it's been an even game. I have to say that neither side has been dangerous. Maybe it's crazy talk. Maybe you think I'm crazy saying that, but if you think about it, the Netherlands only had that one shot to goal, and all of their other shots have been off target. So in the United States, we're close at least twice. And now They try to like clear the ball. But those Dutch guys, man, they are tall. But again, size isn't everything. It's what you do with the ball in those tight corners and what you can do. So the Netherlands had 4 shots. The United States won. 2 corners for the Netherlands, 1 corner for the United States. Okay. So we need a little bit of magic, a little geo magic. This is like, I don't know what Greg Berhalter's excuse would be not to play geo. Oh, that's a foul right there against Christian Pulisic. Just a big shove push right there. They're trying to like limit Christian and some of the other attackers from doing that. Yeah, that was good. I'm surprised that wasn't a yellow card, but I think maybe next time it probably would be. But so far, a clean game. Hasn't been dirty, hasn't been controversial, to say the least. Been pretty straightforward. I like the United States response, that they're being patient with the ball, going back and forth, trying to find an open channel somewhere. Um, and they're trying really hard, but those Dutch players, they're always going like putting like at least a lot of bodies behind defense. Good job. Good job. Recovery ball from the United States. So now Tim Weah, Serginho Dest. Good for Tim Weah. He's going to get those speed right now. Speed, 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 speed from Tim Weah. Oh, that's good for Ferreira. He should have hit it there. Come on. Oh my goodness. Oh, 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 that would have been that was a good idea, Anthony, but I think you should have had it. So a couple more minutes before the end of halftime. Yeah, we're gonna see what happens. It feels like the United States had a chance to score, but they're not pulling the trigger. At this moment, you just have to hit all the balls you can because you never know. Because all the shots that you miss are the shots that you don't take. Come on, Weah. Really good hold up play. And then he hits it, and then it's still inside. It's not out. Serginho Dest trying to get the ball. Love that. Serginho Dest, man. He is playing a man possessed. Wow, just took away 3 players himself. I love it. Love Serginho Dest, man. There we go. Good cross. Come on, hit it. Oh, really good hit right there. But still the United States ball. Oh, but there was no one there. There was no one there. But then Holland had to clear it out. Really good hit by Tim Weah. Really good. Really good from Tim Weah. Really good from Tim Weah. I love it. That's what you need. Just hit those balls. You never know what's going to happen. I think Tim Weah and even Yunus Musa should try some goals from outside the box. Oh, Zimmerman. Oh my gosh, Zimmerman. So repeat, really good shot. I feel like if it was hit with more authority, I think that would have gone in. Yeah, that keeper would have saved it. Like pretty easy save, but still, the shot could pack up some heat. So far, Holland has been playing very boring football, you know, and it's working. It's working because they're trying to crowd the defense, trying to crowd the midfield, and they're basically trying to hit on transition and counters too. When the United States have a mistake on the ball, but the Holland Netherlands punished. They punished the United States from that. Just silly, not tracking your runner, which is very, very weird. Good, 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 good. Oh my gosh. Oh, should have passed that ball. Oh, so now the United States have to be very careful, very careful, very careful, very careful. Very careful. Tim Ream needs to stick with him. Stick with him. There you go. Good job, Anthony Robinson. Tracking back. Love it. But man, they were close. Really good dribbling. But you just have to hit it a little tighter right now. How many much more stoppage time is it going to be? Serginho Dest was the one that was dribbling. It was pretty good from him. Ball recovery. 28-14. 28 for the Netherlands, 14. Ugh. Sloppy ball from the United States. 1 minute. Yeah, I figured as much. 1 minute for Holland. Good block from Tim Ream. But Tim Ream, man, he has been like an unsung hero for this back line. Walker Zimmerman on the other hand, I don't know. I feel like that was on him. Oh, that's it. A goal before halftime. Yeah, that killed the United States chance right there. So 2-0 for Holland, for the Netherlands. Too easy. And it's again, these are not really good goals. These are goals that they could have just cleared. And this is from the handball. They were too sloppy on the defense, just a cross of the ball. Nobody was tracking this guy right here. Serginho Dest wasn't tracking his runner right there. The center back isn't that good. So that's going to be the of end of the half. So it's going to be halftime. So, yeah, I think this is going to be a mountain too steep for the United States to climb. They've never gone back from a 2-goal deficit to win. The only other time they did that is to tie. And that was the thing that they shouldn't have done. I think if it was 1-0, they would have had a chance, but now not so much. I think it was too much of a climb. And also, it was just too easy. Way too easy, like on the defense. And I have to be honest, Ferreira didn't do anything. Ferreira did not do anything, guys. But that second goal was on Dest for sure. I'll be back. All right. So I would say whatever went wrong did go wrong for the United States. There's no simple way of saying it. It is what it is. Um and what's interesting is that are sitting back like CONCACAF teams, the low block almost. They're just absorbing the pressure. They know they're not a possession type team. So right now, the United States dug themselves into a hole that they shouldn't have done. So it's 2-0 for Holland, Netherlands against the United States. Doesn't look too good for the United States. I think they're not going to come back from this. It's pretty much everything that, you know, wish didn't go wrong did go wrong. So it's interesting because the United States had the better of the play, but they just weren't clinical enough. And that's what I think happens when you don't bring your best striker that's on form. So yeah, um we don't have Josh Sargent, but that's why you needed to bring Ricardo Pepe. And again, the same thing. Pepe would have been a beautiful, beautiful option, especially in this Dutch side, right? Pulisic had to do better in that situation, right? Because Pulisic has been getting a lot of the ball, have been getting a lot of good situations, especially in the first 10 minutes of the game. But those simple, just passing from the Netherlands just cost the United States. Just simple. They haven't been golazos. They haven't been anything spectacular. Just something very simple. They've just been opening up space, nothing too crazy. They haven't been tracking their runners. And now they have allowed 2 goals in open play. So the Netherlands are going to be just sitting back for the rest of the time. And it needs something needs to change. And if Gio Reyna isn't in this match, then we only have the coach to blame for ourselves. That's it. That is it. Like nothing else. But the United States have been there. They had those opportunities right there. But it just hasn't worked out for the United States. But yeah, they would need to take some sort of miracle to and Ferreira again with that bad touch. Oh, it started with Ferreira. I didn't even notice that. He didn't even block it out. Like, wow. So when Ferreira was there, he could have easily hit the ball behind. So yeah, I think overall, just looking at the replays just it makes me laugh a little bit, just how bad it is. But oh well, that's how football is. I think we were just too. I think the Netherlands coach, the Holland coach, you know what the hell I'm talking about. He knew exactly how to hit the United States because the United States loves to play high press, high energy game, and if you slow it down, that's not the game the United States works well with, right? So right now it's in a bad spot. Yeah, so we need Gio Reyna needs to be in this situation. So let's have a little fun. Let's look at Twitter, see how it is going on because I can only imagine just the takes. I always do this right during halftime just to see how everything is doing. All right, let's see. All right, so I'll share. All right, so let's refresh it. So devastating for the United States. Nonetheless, Nonchalante got 2 goals with too much ease. Perhaps Their only two chances, it's true. It was the only two chances. They gifted the United States possession, and moved the ball with little urgency, struggled pretty bad. Yeah, pretty bad. The game is screaming creators. It says none of our weaknesses are surprising. That's true. We know who is weak on the ball. We know that Ferreira is not in form, and even then, not a profile to hurt. We know that Adams can switch off occasionally, despite how good he's been. Then Hercules Gomez says, if you're the United States, you need a goal in the first 15, 20 minutes of this half. Gio must come on excuses. That's true. Brendan, too. Brendan Aronson and Gio would do really good, but I don't see Greg doing that. Says bring Sargent and Reyna, but Sargent is off, so he can't get in. He's injured. The United States has considered 2 more goals 16 times, while the Netherlands is in Slovenia. The United States did overcome a 0-2. That's what I was talking about to draw the game. It's breaking. The only sub warming up at halftime is Gio Reyna. He must be coming on. Well, I ain't scared. Stay positive. I'm not sure. I think that last second goal deflated everybody, and yeah, it's pretty much mission impossible. Like you would have to have the game of your life to do this. And then this is like the US first half passes, right? Completed. Wow. But passes can only do this. Christian Pulisic had to score that first chance. Yeah, he had to score that first chance. If the US can rally, it would be the greatest game in history. Keep your hands up. Well, who knows? It could happen. If it does, I'm gonna go ballistic, but I'm not expecting that, especially the way like we played into the Dutch's hands. We played into the Dutch's hands because I think that the coach was charging us up when he was giving all those complimentary speeches, saying that the United States is a good team, and that I think he was just playing mind games, and it was working. And the Dutch knows what they're good at and what they're not good at. So Gio Reyna is getting some instructions right now. So I have a feeling he's gonna come in. Jesus Ferreira, bro, you let us down. Sad to say. It wasn't your game, and it shows that you need better. You need a better league to play, to improve. And I think that Ricardo Pepi should have had it. So let's see. Yeah, we'll see. So it says providing the leading mini match stats don't translate to winning match. Yeah, so the United States had 63 possession, 314 passes, and their pass accuracy was 85%. Yeah, and like again, it's not how much possession you have, it's what you do with the ball. And the only 2 chances that the Netherlands had, they've scored. So we'll see. I think I would love to push Weah as the number 9. Because he could do something there. It may not be his natural position, but I know he can do something there. Blind is the man you need to go at, Destroy. Yeah, that's true. Let's see. I like this guy. Superior MSSD says 2-0. Ferreira's not cut for this game. I totally agree. as expected due to the heavy mismatch. Netherlands sitting back in numbers, overloading the flanks, hitting us on transitions. Exactly what I'm seeing. No quality in the center to create chances. Pulisic, Dest, bright spots, but we're very wasteful. No good number 9. I think Pepe would have been a good thing. It says that's the death nail. Dutch are just too ruthless. Whenever the United States has any sort of momentum, the Dutch respond with their best soccer. Very impressive. The United States looked fatigued for stretches there. The movement in the midfield was slower. It wasn't until Dest picked it up and the team came to life. And then Dest and all people loses blind by a step. It's a learning lesson for the young team. Yeah, it's true. This is a learning lesson. The Pulisic chance in the 3rd minute will haunt me. Yeah, I think so. I was saying that should have been that should have been a goal. And I think if that would have made a goal, that would have been really good. Would have set the tone. So pretty disheartening. Des has been Des. Good going forward. Saw the danger too late on the Dutch goal. We miss Pepe so bad. Yeah, I know. It says the Netherlands built up on the first goal completely erased the American midfield. Adams was late on his mark. So was Meston McKennie. Also, already substitutions already? Gio Reyna is in. So let's see. Who did he get off for? I hope it was Jesus. So Ferreira's out. Yep. Ferreira in the first half. That's hilarious. All right, so I got to get back to the game. Oh my gosh, that's hilarious. That actually made me smile. So now the second half is about to start. All right, so let me update this. We're going to get to the second half. All right, so second half just started, and the United States is going from left to right. Weston McKennie with the throw in. Let's see what Gio. So stupid from Greg to save Gio until this merry moment. Like, no, Gio was supposed to have some good games, especially against Iran. I think if Gio would have had that game against Iran, we would have just killed the game and we wouldn't have to like be in these situations. But um I think from here, knowing that we're gonna lose, we just have to show character. We gotta just show the fight. We gotta show that if we're gonna go down, we're gonna go down fighting, regardless, the situation. The last time they played the Netherlands, they were trailing by 2. Well, that was a friendly. This is a World Cup. It would be the craziest freaking game to come back from a 2-0. I would say that would be crazy. It'd be something out of a Hollywood movie, right? I would pray for that to happen, right? I would pray for that to happen. Um, but I don't know, like, as it depends on the substitutions, but we'll see. So I wonder who I do see Christian higher up. I wonder if he's going to become like the false 9 a little bit or just the number 1. I would say Tim Way would have been good situation as that number 9 there. Mm. So now, so Netherlands had 2 substitutions, while the United States only had 1. So I need to see who were they substituting here. So Gio for Ferreira, we know that. I like how one of them says CONCACAF is getting closer as a collective. We need to learn to capitalize our chances. These European squads are battle tested and pounce on opportunities. Yeah, I agree. I agree on that, and that's what you need. Ooh, that would have been a third goal. That would have been lights out, but I think it's already lights out anyway. All right, so let's see. Ooh, and that's gonna be a corner kick. Really good from Weah. I would even say, but I wonder who you can take out though, because I don't think it'd be really good for. I would say Joe Scally would have been a good person to, but I don't know. Corner kick from Christian. Oh, Tim Ream would have scored that goal. Wow. It was just blocked by just the skin of their teeth. Wow. Wow. That was such a good pen. That was a good corner kick. I think he should have hit it with authority there. Let's see. He should have hit it there. He should have hit it one time. I think he should have used his head. Whew. Really, really interesting stuff there. That would have been lights out right there for the United States. But again, put more salt in the wound now. Hmm. I like how a lot of people say we still believe. Well, I believe. I believe we're gonna give a good fight now. Now that we're in the half, because I think there's a difference between if there it was 1-0 or 2-0, right? Because 1-0, you can get back from 1-0 because all you need is a goal, right? But for 2-0, you need to get at least a goal in the first 20, 15 minutes of the game. And then we can say, oh, we can tie it and go to extra time, right? So I feel like the United States could go to extra time. That's probably the plan. Oh, really bad shot from Dest. We're gonna need a masterclass from the entire team. I just think that Ferreira, look, I don't want to be a Debbie Downer, but I think he was a waste of a number 9 position. I don't think he was ready. I don't think um he was really ready for this moment. I think if it was Ricardo Pepi there, I think he would have hold the ball even better. I don't know. I don't understand Greg's obsession with Jesus Ferreira. Like he only played against scrub teams, against minnows of CONCACAF. He only scored against Grenada, for crying out loud. Pretty good shot on target. I like the the fight that the United States is. They're not going to go down without a fight. I like that. Good shot, but I think should have been a little harder. I think we got to work on our shots away from the 18-yard box. I think if we can master that, at least get one good goal, a goal in the first 10, 15 minutes, that could be something that you could claw away from. And it'd be crazy because we've seen some crazy situations in this World Cup, right? So, we could only do it. And I agree with one said, regardless of the outcome today, we fulfilled the expectations of this young squad. Yes, I think I do believe so. I just wish. Gio Reyna, I like that. Look at that. Oh, McKenny. Really good, really good. Good, good. But I like that play from Gio. Gio, man, making some stuff happen right there. And that's what you needed. I'm saying, why just have Gio from the I don't know if he's not 100%, but I feel like he is. And that's why we have to play him for those 45 minutes. I can imagine if Gio has the game of his life. Oof, that would be great. McKinney had to do better there. It's time, guys. I think for me, I would say that the Walker Zimmerman uh instead of CCV was probably not a good idea. Um yeah, I don't think it was. We just mm, no big deal. So we'll see what the US could do. I feel like Gio's position is better not as a false nine, but rather than a creative midfield for sure. I wouldn't now that we're looking at our exit, I'm trying to think who would be the best coach to coach this 2026 team because they have a young, talented players. No, you don't need to speak English. You can just get a translator. It's not that difficult. Um, at first, I wanted Jesse Marsh to be in it, but then again, his weakness for Jesse Marsh is like he does put the best players there, but then you leave yourself open on defense. But then again, I think the reason why we're open on that defense for Leeds United is because they don't have quality center backs, and that's what they need to shop for. Because they got the striker, they got the midfield, they got it all down, but they need that. And I wonder who Aronson is going to substitute for. Because Jesus Ferreira is out. I don't know if you're going to take Weston McKennie out. Interesting. But we'll see. We'll see. For me, I think for me, we have to know our limitations, and we need to the thing that is like hampering us and been hampering us ever since 2006 is that we haven't developed a high quality striker. And that's the thing, we haven't. The only quality striker we've ever had in World Cup level was Brian McBride. That was it. That was it. And since then, there have been numerous people trying to get that number 9 side, right? Brian McBride, even though he didn't make a goal in the 2006 World Cup in Germany, he was still very lethal, right? In 2010, we did bring Edson Buttle and Hercules Gomez. Robbie Finley was a waste of a spot, but I guess I know what the coach was doing because he complemented the speed that Charlie Davies was doing, right? But I think in those situations, you don't need speed, but you needed technical ability. And that's what Edson Buttle should have done. I think Edson Buttle would have been a perfect, uh, he would have had a perfect World Cup because he was cleaning house in MLS. And at the time, you know, Even Hercules Gomez would have been good choice as well, but he had his choice. He had his opportunities, right? But none of them scored. None of us, our strikers, scored, but they did combine really good combination play. And then in 2014, we thought Josie was going to be our striker going forward, but then he shouldn't have made that move to Sunderland. I think that hampered his confidence. And then also, I think Jurgen Klinsmann honestly overtrained the United States. And because you saw how deflated, how tired we were in the extra time versus Belgium. And that's it. So I'm liking that we're not overtraining our players. Excuse me. And we need a striker. We need a quality striker. And I hope Ricardo Pepi is one of them. I don't think Haji Wright is a good option going forward. We just need creative players to get in. But maybe, I don't know. I don't know who you could get in, because I know Tim Weah is gonna get tired pretty soon. All right. Hit it. All right. Serginho Dest. That's the thing about Dest. He's good at attacking, horrible at defending. I feel like he shouldn't even be a defender. He should just be a winger, in my opinion. All right, Pulisic. Oh, that's a yellow card. Yeah, yellow card for the Dutch. First yellow card of the game. They know how dangerous Pulisic is, so they're gonna like put bodies on him. They're gonna frustrate him, and they've been frustrating him throughout the match. But yeah, going back to my point, we need a dangerous striker. That's what we're missing. I think if we can get at least two quality strikers, world class, it's it. I think we can go to the next level. But that's the one position that we haven't had a good position for. Because first it was goalkeepers. We were the number one on that. Then we were good at midfielders, attacking midfielders like Dempsey and Donovan, right? Now we have Pulisic, we have McKennie, we have all of these guys. Pretty good. Creative. Gio Reyna is going to be a star in the next World Cup for sure, as long as injury doesn't hamper his club level. So yeah, I think we have a very good opportunity there. I think we've seen the so far how far this United States team is. They did make sure to advance of the group stage, and that made us proud. I think that made us proud that they were able to get out of this group stage, right? Yeah, I think so. It's not too bad. So now it's going to be a corner kick for the Netherlands. But yeah, I think and then what we also have to solidify is our defense. We have to make sure that we have quality defenders, center backs, and fullbacks, because Joe Scally is going to be pretty much getting into his prime of his career in the next World Cup. So that was a foul for Netherlands. Yeah, I think it's not too bad. I think we have the future is bright. We just need the right coach. I know there's going to be more American talent going forward. We're really winning the battle of the midfields, but what we need is strikers. That's what we need. We need quality strikers. I wonder if Sendejas, like the guy from Club America, would have, if he was in this team. Ooh, imagine he made those quality like goals. Ooh, that would be great. So who knows? Who knows, man? Who knows? But yeah, it's all right. I guess it's too much to expect, and also you have to be very lucky how you finish too, because it all depends on who you go next. Look at Turkey in 2002. They didn't have to go through that many like big teams. They only had to go through Japan. They had to go through in the quarterfinals. Who did they have to go through? I think Senegal. I think, right? And then in the semifinals, um, they had to go to Brazil again. So it depends. Like you have to have a lot of talent, but you also need a little luck on your way. So, you know, credit to the Dutch. They played their soccer. They played the way they wanted to play, and yeah, you know, couldn't ask for more than that. Mhm. I wonder who's going to be substituting for Aronson. That's the thing. Who would you substitute for Aronson? Would you sacrifice the MMA for that? Haji Wright is coming in and Aronson. So who are you taking off? Oh, Anthony Robinson. Is he hurt? You know, you got nothing to lose. You're losing the game. Oh man, Anthony Robinson. He got hit pretty bad. Oh yeah, he got hit pretty bad. I wonder if they're gonna substitute Anthony Robinson. So I want so if Jedi is supposed to be substituted, he's the left back, right? I wonder if Joe Scally would get the shot there. Is he good? Bad? Maybe. I think they might have to like assess him to see if he can go on. If he's not, I would say Joe Scally because you know give him the minutes. Give him the minutes. Nothing to lose right now. Might as well get your first taste of World Cup. So who are they gonna take out for these guys? So Tim Weah's done. I think he's gassed. That's for sure. He is gassed. And then who else? Weston McKennie is on. Yeah, so they're sacrificing the MMA. So Haji Wright and Brendan Aronson. Interesting. Okay, so no more Weston McKennie. Man, Aronson's already getting inside the game. I like it. Pretty good. Pretty bold of. So we 3 substitutions so far. Ooh, but the ball was taken away pretty easily. Oh. All right. So we got about how much? So it's going to be 20 minutes left. Okay. It'd be nice for them to at least score a goal. Just saying. But we'll see. So Netherlands still has 3 subs, the United States has 2 more, so throw everything as much as you can. Oh, but he's just Aronson just getting bullied right there. The size difference is getting it's showing. It's showing right now. Yeah, you gotta stop that attack no matter what. So I guess Haji Wright is gonna be the center forward going forward to get those balls to see if he can make some goals. Yeah, I think I would have been I would have been a lot happier if London scored like golazos, and then I'm like, yeah, you couldn't do anything about that. But when you're losing about these simple goals that could have just been easily cleared or avoidable, it just rubs me the wrong way. Because usually they're better than this, but then I gotta say that maybe that Zimmerman center back pairing with Tim Ring just wasn't good enough. And then Serginho sleeping on the second goal, that was on him for sure. But we already know Serginho's his limitations right there, but we'll see. Good slide tackle from Anthony Robinson. Corner kick for the Netherlands. About 20 minutes left. You can see the two sides. One is celebrating, one is jumping, the other one is just like, yeah, just let it all end now. Yeah, let it all end. Goal kick for the United States. Yeah, man, it's just hard to swallow. But yeah, it's gonna take a long time for any other confederation to basically match up with the European powerhouses. I think Japan already showed that they could hang with the best. They have a wonderful program going forward. I'm cheering for them to go forward. Japan looks great. Just discipline, everything. Wow, good save from Turner. He's not letting that third goal in. It's like, nope, sorry. Pretty good from Turner right there. So right now, good job from Turner. Gio Reyna. So then we got Haji Wright. Offside. Yeah, that was like an offside right there. That looked like offside to me. Wow, that shot shouldn't have happened too. Hmm. But anyway, like I was saying, I don't know what coach I would input for this team. I think this young team, it needs a project. So I would say a manager that knows the game, knows what he wants to play, that doesn't fit a system, but can play with the players that he has, and he knows what he can get out of it, right? We need that type of coach that can motivate the team and to, you know, have them play in a very, very high level, right? That's what we need. I don't think, but I don't know who US soccer is going to hire afterwards because we know that after this, Greg Berhalter is going to go back to club soccer. I think he misses that, right? I think he enjoyed just having time with this team. So Gio Reyna by himself. Wow, Gio is just going forward, man. He got hit in the head. Oh, but he's a baller, man. Gio is a baller. Oh yeah, because he got hit. He landed pretty bad. That was on him. Yeah, so we got about like 15, 17 minutes left until the half is over. The game is over. Pretty satisfied. I think I would give the US team a grade. Third in this World Cup. I'll give them a C. C is passing, right? Maybe like a C plus for the group stage. Oh, good, good, good. Oh, Haji, right. He had to hit it much sooner than that. That would have been a good goal for Haji. Wow, you got to hit it harder, bro. Haji, that was his time to be a hero. Substitute for who? So Serginho is done. No, not Yedlin. No, you can't be. You're not gonna put in freaking Scally? Are you kidding me? Yeah, we basically sealed our fate right there. All you could do is laugh because we knew this thing was coming. We could. That's all. So let's see what we got here. What we got? What we got? Christian. He gets it. Oh! Haji Wright scores his goal. He scored his goal. Nice. 2-1. It doesn't matter how it's done, but you do it. Wow. Wow, that was awesome. So the play, good job, Haji. Good job. I wonder if it's a little too late though. Still got 15 minutes. Wow. Oh, so it was like a little heel. This is something interesting because Haji is really good in making these type of goals in the Turkish league. Pretty good stuff. Pretty good stuff. Goal from Haji. I don't know if he attempted that. It was almost like a back heel kind of thing. Yeah, that was awesome. That was awesome. That was awesome. So now they got some life right there. Goal, United States. That's great. That's great. His homie. That's awesome. Goal. So 2-1 the United States. Good job, man. Good job. How did he do that? Yeah, I know, right? So now we need another goal. Imagine if Haji Wright just plays the game of his life. Can you imagine that? But you got to be defensive solidly. And that's the thing. I don't know if Yedlin is a good thing right there. I don't know. Pretty awesome. Pretty awesome right there. Even like it's like how did that go in? That's awesome. The most MLS finish ever. That is so true. There we go. Christian Pulisic, Haji Wright again. Oh, imagine you got it. Oh, ooh, just by like the skin of their teeth. That's it. That's what I was thinking. Wow. 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 That's good. Now the game get interesting right there. Good job. Nice, nice, nice. Oh, careful, careful. Good job. Good job on the defense. Good job. Good job. They don't even know how that came in. Oh my gosh. He did his job. You know what? You can't hate on Hanji Wright. So for the first time in World Cup since 2002. We have an actual striker that made a goal. You can't complain about that. Pretty awesome. Pretty awesome. Pretty awesome right there. So that's why he wanted Haji right there. So Los Angeles native right there. I think you know what? This could go to extra time if the US are disciplined because this is really good. But that Yedlin defense kind of has me worried though. Oh, nah, you can't shoot it from there. Not enough speed. Oh my god. G right, bro. A striker. I'm putting it on my Twitter. The striker scores. First time since yeah, 2002. That's right. That was Brian McBride for the first time. That'd be crazy if they can rally. It'd be the craziest thing if they can do it. They could. They're not giving up a fight right there. But imagine if Haji Wright makes that equalizer. Oh my gosh. And then it's like 2-2. Then it's like added minutes, and then the US just hits it. Oh, that'd be again, that could be it. I don't know, but it's good. I don't know how that got in. That's crazy. All right, let's see. Ah, that's the we need a ball crosser. That's what we need. Even FIFA was even in the FIFA Twitter. How did that go in? That was crazy, man. Oh, that was it. That's the game over right there. Yeah, I told you. Yedlin right there. Yeah, we knew it. We knew that was coming. I wasn't yeah, that was it. And it was good. It was a good build-up play, but it was a good build-up play though. Yeah. Nobody was tracking that runner, see? That's what I'm saying. That was it. Had that moment. It was 1-2. I think that would have been good. Yeah. The famous Greg Berhalter response right there. Yep. Pretty much forward right there. Wow. Had us believing there, but a little too late. And now it's 3. The US could still basically score a goal just to save their pride, for sure. You can't lose track of Dumfries in the back post. You just can't do that. I think the 2-1 would have been a much better result than 3-1. Yeah, they had chances though. You can't blame that. You had chances. But you might as well go down fighting, right? Oh yeah, I like that spunkiness right there from freaking Reina. It would take a miracle. That's all. No problem. Yeah, they're gonna crowd the defense. That's all they're gonna do. They're not gonna allow any more of these goals that happen. But yeah, you kind of have to make sure that you know you have to stick with your defenders right there. And the defense weren't that good today. They were very bad, allowing 3 unanswered goals. And it was on Anthony Robinson on this one. He wasn't tracking his runner. I think he did a very poor job there. I think if Greg would have subbed Scally for Serginho Dest, I think we would have at least had a fighting chance. Because like you got nothing to lose, right? Pretty much game set match. Yeah, but it is what it is. Oh, that would have been another goal. Imagine that. Imagine that. Imagine that would have been another goal. That'd be crazy. Let's see how the cross happens. Hit it. Oh, Zimmerman, you can't do that. Come on now. At least hit it on frame. Just hit it. You could have hit it like the hand at least. Hmm. But anyway, uh, I knew it was like a little too good to be true because, like, when you put Yedlin in, you're basically throwing in the game, right? Doesn't matter about experience, but thank goodness that we don't have to see Yedlin anymore in the World Cup. He's done. And Walker Zimmerman also, we don't have to see him anymore. Thank goodness. Thank goodness that we don't have to see him anymore. No more. Because you see how drastically the team looks when you put MLS positions in places where you're not supposed to, right? So we see that with Walker Zimmerman. He did that mistake against Wales. We did a couple of mistakes here. Um, but you also have to add insult to injury. Jedi Robinson didn't track his runner. Tyler Adams had an off game for this one, didn't track that other one, and also Serginho Dest. So I would say the entire back line, including Adams, didn't do a very good job in making sure that the you know they would solidify that defense right there. So it it's strange, and I think what was even more stranger is that you didn't put um I would say put Haji right at the start of this World Cup. But then again, everybody wants to address the elephant in the room that, you know, the person that was supposed to be in this team wasn't, and maybe could have helped us, especially a guy that knows how to play against the Dutch. A Ricardo Pepi would have been nice. I think he would have made those chances because he was growing as a player for this game. But you know, I don't know, Greg. That just showed me that Jesus Ferreira had nothing but vibes going into this game. I don't think he deserved it. To tell you the truth, I don't think he deserved being in this World Cup. Yeah, he scored a couple of goals against Panama, right? One goal, but that's it. That's it. We only needed him because he was producing in MLS, but at that time he wasn't. So yeah, it's a tragedy. It's a tragedy, but that's what football is. That's what soccer is, and we just have to accept it. We have to accept that right now there's a lot of work that we have to do um against the top against the top nations right now, because it's gonna take a lot of work. It's gonna take a lot of work. Um, but again, the guys did what they could. They did what they could against a very big superior opponent. Bengal, you gotta get your hands up to him. He did what he was supposed to do. He studied the U.S. tactics, and yeah, we know exactly what we were getting ourselves into. Especially, I thought it was gonna be a tighter game, right? Look, for me, my prediction at the beginning of it, I thought it was gonna be at least 1-0. 1-0 would have just decided it because both of the defense were really good, but we can kind of tell that neither defense is really good right now. So, more on the US side, they did like defensive lapses. And then that goal that they scored out of nowhere for Haji Wright, right? I don't know if that's going to fuel him for the future. I think he needs to develop better in a better league, and he needs to get faster, I believe. I think he needs to build his speed because there were certain situations where he could have had a better opportunity at the ball, but his run was a little too slow. So it says 6 minutes of added time. Yeah, pretty much is over. So yeah, I think in the end, I think I would have loved it if they would have lost 2-1. 2-1 would have been nice. 3-1 just looks like they would just like took it out of us. Yeah, but it is. But it's funny how the US had more possession of the ball, but just couldn't do anything with the ball. Let's see what happens. Nothing too crazy is gonna happen. I think if it was 2-1, I think I would have at least hold on to hope. But that hope was snuffed out after that third goal because nobody was tracking him. I was shocked that nobody is. You know the type of player he is, right? Oh my gosh, really? Jordan Morris? Oh my god, you can't make this up. You can't make this up. You're just sacrificing everything. That's hilarious. You didn't even put Joe Scally? Are you kidding me? Man, Greg Berhalter, I'm so happy he's gone. It's a win-win situation in my opinion. This is the legacy for Greg Berhalter right there. He did do his job. He got us out of the group, but his substitutions were just baffling in my opinion. Just baffling in my opinion. Like you have a kid who plays in the best league in the world, one of the best leagues, and you just can't get him minutes in the World Cup. That's just weird, right? I would be pissed if I was Joe Scally, right? I would be pissed if I was Joe Scally. I would be pissed. So they're gonna go for the back three. They're just gonna throw numbers forward. I think that would have only helped if we were maybe one goal down, but with two, no, I don't think so. Because theoretically, it's very improbable to score 2 goals in the last 4 minutes of the game. But you're gonna do your best, right? You gotta do your best. You gotta do your best. I don't know. Oh well, I think after the game is over, I'm just gonna review what we're just gonna go with what we know and just give you my assessments. Just thinking about what we could do to go forward. But that goal was definitely on Yedlin, that last one for sure. Mhm. That's funny. But at least they did make a goal in the knockout round. You gotta give tip your hat right there. Oh, hit it. Oh, hit it. That needed to be a better hit than that, man. You might as well go down fighting. Another goal would have been nice actually, because 3-2, that means it would have been a close game right there. Good job, man. It's funny how Netherlands are just defending like banshees, like they're defending like a CONCACAF team, in my opinion. And I've never seen European teams do that. Bunker down. Maybe like the other teams that aren't that possessed. There we go. See, still, oh, a little too high, I think. I'm surprised nobody tried to score outside the box. That's the thing that was very strange to me, that nobody tried to do that. But I wonder how the new World Cup formation is going to be with 48 teams. It's going to be ugly. I don't think I like it. All right, let's see what we got. Nope. They're just going to keep crossing balls, but the Netherlands are just going to sit tight. They're not going to let this lead go down any further. Turner just goes in, tries to sit deep. Nothing. Yeah, pretty much is over. But it was nice having those 5 minutes of hope right there. Yeah, I'm not even mad. Like I knew like after those two goals were scored in the first half, you just accepted it. Um and it is what it is, this is the level that they need to improve. But yeah, I think overall, the United States did their best that they could. They actually exceeded expectations, being the youngest team to get into the round of 16. But again, even though the Dutch side is young as well, they have a better manager, better players, right? So it is fine. And I like how a lot of people say 3 forwards for a 26-man roster. I know you could have had. You mean to tell me you couldn't add Pepe in this one? Pepe must be pissed right now, and I don't blame him. I don't blame him right there. So the game is over right then and there, guys. The game is over. The Dutch won, um, 3-1 final score. So the final three. There we go. So Van Gaal again. I feel like he would have been a good manager for the U.S. Yeah, I think Christian is gonna like take a really long look at himself and saying like he should have made those chances, especially in the first half. Because the simple thing is that the United States had chances in the first half, in the first 10 minutes of the game, and even throughout the half. But the thing is, they weren't clinical enough. They didn't convert them, and if you don't, you get punished by it. And I think you can hold, you know, You can hold your head up high, guys. You can hold your head up, guy. I think at the end of the day, you did what you could, and it is what it is. And I think you got to be proud. You got to be proud, and it it is what it is. It wasn't gonna be easy. I knew it wasn't gonna be an easy game. Whoever thought that was gonna be easy must be lying to themselves. Um, and Yeah, I think that it was much left to be desired. I think I would have liked it if the US would have been knocked out of the quarterfinals instead of the round of 16, right? So, yeah, I think it was pretty much the favorites won the game as it said on paper. But it is what it is. Yeah, I think it says it all. Tyler Adams in an emotional. Thank God Christian Roldan didn't play. Aaron Long didn't play. You got to hand it to the boys. They did their best. They could. Joe Scally. How the hell have we not let Joe Scally play? Man, how the freak did we not let this kid play? I feel like we that could have made a difference maker right there. And now the Dutch players are going there to consult the captain, which is really good. Good sportsmanship from the Dutch. Say what you want. They're a good team, young, fun team to watch. But I don't see them as favorites going through the World Cup. I think they still need some clinical teams right there. So we'll see. I think since the World Cup is happening in 4 years, we have to decide who our next manager is and then also look at our player pool. And we also have to use the Olympics as a focal point. We need to at least get a medal in the Olympics. You can tell Christian. He knows that he missed those chances right there. He missed those chances. He's talking to Berhalter. So I'm just seeing what I'm seeing from the field. And yeah, I think all you can say is we're proud of the USMNT, the USA team. They did their best they could for the youngest team. That's not bad. That's what they did in there to celebrate the fans right there that traveled. And you got to give it to the fans. They're very classy. I love that they give everything they could, right? But that's it. But you could keep your head up high. It was a very tight game. Just silly mistakes that shouldn't have happened, I think. And I think Berhalter had the wrong roster. He did at the beginning. If you knew, we knew from the beginning Jesus Ferreira wasn't the striker that we thought he was. That's not his natural position, and we knew that if we had Ricardo Pepi, maybe things would have been different, and maybe if CCV was there, things would have been a lot different for sure. I don't think Walker Zimmerman would have been a good game. It wasn't a good game for Walker Zimmerman. It wasn't good for the whole back line, I would say. It's fine. Makes me a little emotional just seeing how much it meant to the players. But I think this is gonna make them motivated to work even harder. And also, I hope it was Tim Ream, man. Tim Ream. No, Tim Weah. It's okay, Tim Weah. Oh my god, I feel like I'm gonna cry too. Tim Weah, oh my god. He did his freaking best. He scored a freaking goal in the World Cup, man. He did his freaking best. Oh my god. Gosh. And I have to give a hand of applause to the US team, man. They made it excited. They were probably the most consistent team in Group B, even though they got second place. Um I think they did good. I think they did good. I think that Wales game would have been better. I would have loved 2 wins instead of one. But the U.S. hasn't had 2 wins since the 1930 World Cup, and now yeah, now they're the World Cup is over. You got to say that they made their country proud, and they played with balls, man. They did it. Um, and you know, I like to talk crap about Berhalter as much as the next guy, right? Um, but we have to at least give him a little bit of credit on how he, you know, how he made this team believe how much of a unit they were, and also how he was really good at recruiting certain players too. So it's and I like there wasn't any type of heat between the US and Holland. They knew it was a hard team. Holland was by they they're gonna that wasn't easy by any means, right? So before I close down the stream and get myself some breakfast and maybe a little bit of alcohol, and then get myself ready to watch Argentina versus Australia. I want to say a couple things. This team made us proud. They made us proud how well of a group they are. You can tell they were a unit. We can tell that they were fighting for each other, right? And that they made us believe, and that this is not the finish. This is not the end. This is the beginning. This is the beginning of a soccer revolution that is happening in the United States. Yes, we've lost in the round of 16 before, and actually for the first time for and 2 goals, because every other round of 16 game we've lost, we only lost by one. And Brazil in 94, 1 goal. In uh, South Africa, 2-1 against Ghana. Then it was 2-1 against Belgium on extra time. So this was the only time they allowed 2 more extra goals. But the United States always scored a goal in the round of 16. The only time they scored multiple goals was that 2-0 versus Mexico in 2002. So I would say for the United States, for this young team, they're just going to get better and better. And I know a lot of other players and a lot of future players that are seeing this in the screens right now. You need to be motivated. You guys are the future of this sport. You guys have every right to be in this team and to fight it and to grab it and to never let go of that goal. And the goal is to shock the world, right? So I know this team is capable of doing this in the future with the right coaching, with the right amount of players coming in, and hopefully we'll soon see a full roster, a starting 11 of nothing but Champion League or high European League levels of players that play in those teams, either Champions League, Europa League, the Europe Conference League, all of those players. Because let me tell you, these guys are just getting started. This is not the end. These are young kids. These are going to be really ballers, big ballers, guys, going into 2026 and even 2030, right? Um, the way they played in the group stage, I tip my hat to them. They did really well against Wales. Should have won that game, but Walker Zimmerman didn't do a good job there. Um, he didn't. He didn't save himself. I think the only time he saved himself was that clearance against Iran. Against England, we saw that we have the quality to play, right? Um, Against Iran, we did everything we could, and then against the Netherlands, it's simple as we miss our opportunities. They made their opportunities, because so now yeah, I think we can just look forward to, you know, in the next 4 years, and hopefully that the United States Soccer Federation does include the United States to play in the Copa America, right? So very, very disheartening. It hurts like hell. But we can keep our heads high, saying that we were the only CONCACAF team to get out of the group stage, right? And it wasn't going to be easy, right? Because we're talking about really, um, you know, traditional soccer powers right there. So not too bad. And yeah, I think this is a good blueprint going into the future. So it's not too bad, not too bad. I'm just very curious to see what is into the future for the United States, right? I'm hoping a bright future, and I know they could do a bright future. They just have to align the cards, align the stars, and I know they can make it because I'm hoping for that deep run. Um, yeah, so I think it's okay. I think this is good for because a lot of those players, the core players we're talking about, Matt Turner, Anthony Robinson, Joe Scally, um, CCV, Yunus Musa, Weston McKennie, Tyler Adams, Christian Pulisic, Gio Reyna, Ricardo Pepe. I can't say that. But all those players that are young, they have every opportunity to get back to that roster team, right? So hopefully we can get there again. Um, and again, I leave this message to all US fans out there and also aspiring players that are you guys playing club level, academy level. Look at this as motivation that we could somehow do the impossible and become one of those Cinderella runs, right? So it's gonna hurt. It hurts losing, right? But that's a process. That's a process because we're not close to becoming a world soccer powerhouse yet. We're not, but we're getting to the point that we could be a a surprise, a surprise waiting to happen. And that's what we want. So again, congratulations to the Dutch team. Right, you guys played really well. I think you need to clean up your defense and you need to figure out how to play beautiful soccer because that's not total football, man. I wish it was total football because I have a feeling if the Dutch were playing total football, it would have been a different game. This was like the most boring, passive Dutch team I've ever seen, and I guess it's the new generation. And maybe it was tactics, which worked. But yeah, um, what can I say? Um, we'll be back. We'll be back, and this is not the end. We're gonna be talking more and more U.S. men's national team games. There's going to be friendlies happening in January in the Bank of California Stadium and also in uh, the Galaxy Stadium. And so we're going to see where the new crop could start, right? And then, yeah, I think we're good. I think we're good. And I hope guys, it's okay to cry. It's okay to, cry, lean on someone's shoulders. It's fine. It happens, guys. It happens. It's no problem right there. But yeah, just be with soccer friends. Enjoy the rest of the World Cup. I'm sure gonna enjoy it. I'm gonna be watching every single game. I'm gonna try to stream maybe like the weekend games if I can. For the Argentina and Australia, maybe not today because I don't want to get my heart ripped out again. But yeah, it's gonna happen. Guys. It's fine. It's fine. We're gonna be fine. We're gonna be kicking balls again. Right now, we just got kicked in the balls right now, and it's hurting right now. But we'll be fine. We'll be fine. We're gonna get through this, and hopefully we can get to the next level. Because right now we're a top 16 team. We're a top 16 team. That's not bad. Being a top 16 team is nothing to be ashamed about. Nothing to be ashamed of. A lot of other teams would kill to be in our position right now. So I could take comfort to say that we're a top 20 team in the World Cup. So I do not mind it whatsoever. So the US Christian, thank you, Pulisic, thank you, McKennie, thank you, Adams, thank you, Musa, thank you, Robinson, uh Haji Wright for scoring a goal right in the round of 16 from LA, right? He could have done a lot better. I know he's going to be looking at that too. So And Greg Berhalter, with all the crap I've been talking about you, right? I'm happy that you made us believe a little bit, but I'm happy that you're leaving, right? Don't come back. Don't come back. I don't want your tactics anymore. I want a good manager with this team. So, yeah, I think that's it. That's it, guys. And yeah, I think we can just leave our heads held high. There's nothing bad about that. Nothing. And I'm so happy that we did our best that we could. And I wish we were one of those Cinderella stories. I really wish, because everybody, Japan, South Korea, Morocco, those were some really good Cinderella stories, beating powerhouses. But I'm loving the love of the U.S. men's national team. Even though they lost, they have not left. They love them, guys. So you guys, don't feel down. Don't feel that you disappointed us. No, you made us proud. You made us freaking proud that you were the youngest team to get to the round of 16, and you played with heart. You played with ganas, with garra, right? You did everything you could, man. I'm so proud of this US team. So don't worry, guys. We're going to get back to it. We're going to host it. We're qualified already for the World Cup. Right now, it's all about preparation. And the next thing that we're going to do is win the Gold Cup and then try to get a medal in the Olympics, and then also get a win in the U20 World Cup as well. So this is a perfect opportunity for all you guys, all those young team members, to start playing with that, because you never know, you could be in this World Cup team, right? So again, guys, thank you so much for joining me. I love you guys. I love all the USN's national team. I love you guys. You got to thank the boys. They were awesome. They were great. They made us proud, and go USA. And signing off of the USMNT road to Qatar. And we're gonna see who is going to be the world champion in this weird fall winter World Cup, right? So again, guys, thank you so much. I hope you guys take care. Remember, this is just the beginning. This is just the beginning for us US men's soccer fans. We're going to get there again. All right. So again, don't worry, guys. We're going to have a wonderful time in 4 years again, and then more wonderful times in the Gold Cup, in the Olympics, and the U20s as well. All right. So again, don't give up, guys. We gotta believe. We gotta believe that the processes are. This hurts like hell right now, but we know we're gonna do better next time. We're gonna do better. All right. So don't lose the love. Don't lose that. All right. We just saw that we need to bump up a level. We need to train harder, run faster, kick harder, and get a quality players again. And hopefully that motivates you guys, the players and the fans, to get behind this team, because maybe one player isn't playing really well for one season. That doesn't mean we could discard him. You got to believe in him, right? So again, we're going to get through this, and we're going to be just fine. All right. And the one thing we can look forward to is no more Berhalter. No more Berhalter ball. No more of that. So hopefully we get a good coach going in to the next cycle, right? Because we need a good coach, right? I would even love a South American coach. I think it would be great, but a European coach wouldn't be too bad either. So yeah, I know I'm like delaying the inevitable, like, ending my stream, but yeah, I just wanted to get everything out because it was a very frustrating match, which I wish would have gone the other way. But that's football, that's soccer, it happens. So I already accepted that it was a very high mountain to climb, but yeah, the mountain was a little too steep right now, but we do better. We're gonna do better. All right, guys, stay awesome. Go USA. We'll see you real soon. All right, I'll check you back with more World Cup coverage on other games. All right, have a very fun weekend, and also watch for the rest of the World Cup games. All right, peace out.